So now the EV market has cooled off. I hope you guys have scooped up some deals. If you haven't, this video is for you. I'm giving you my 3 top EV picks to buy during the dip, so stick around. What's up YouTube, this is Sankey from Stockflix. For those who don't know, I'm a former banker who worked in London and New York City, but now I come on here each and every day to talk stocks and shares with the aim of making you guys some money, right? Before I talk about my top 3 EV picks to buy during the dip now, do check out my link down below. That's Trading 212. Go and grab yourself a free share of stock worth up to $100. It really helps the channel out and you get some fantastic picks. I actually had someone who used the link and actually got a free share of stock of NIO. So I thought that was fantastic. So guys, do check out that link down below. Now, without further ado, guys, let's jump into the portfolio and see what's going on. So guys, on screen is my YouTube growth portfolio on the road to 100k, standing at £39,000, which is just under $50,000. Guys, I come on here each and every day just to show you my portfolio for you guys to jump in on the same picks as me and make some fantastic returns. So yes, the portfolio has been beaten up quite heavily by EV this week, but guys, that creates opportunity, and that's what this video is all about. It's capitalizing on the opportunity that we have right now. So I'm going to give you 3 fantastic picks for you guys to buy, and what's my reason, right? So I've loaded up some more stock on these today, and I want you guys to consider loading up some stock too, because the rewards will pay off. But before I do, I want to jump into NIO very quickly. So guys, before I kick things off, I want to give a shout out to NIO, performing very strong today. It's up 4% on the day. You know, amidst everything that's going on, the vote that's potentially going to be passed today, Chinese regulators getting involved with some other Chinese companies, you've got short sellers attacking left, right and center. NIO's performing very well, right? And it's just underpinned by an investor base that understands the growth potential of NIO, because it is huge. And NIO will be huge one day, right? So guys, keep your faith, keep your belief in NIO, keep dollar cost averaging into this company, and it's going to pay off very well for you, right? So ignore the dips, ignore the reds, just keep investing, keep true to your strategy, right? And it's going to pay off down the line. So big shout out to NIO, performing very well today. So guys, my first EV company to buy during the dip this week is Li Auto. Guys, I think they're a fantastic company and they've got some really good fundamentals. So Li Auto did come through with their November delivery numbers. Got my notes here. 26% increase on the month, right? To about 4,600 vehicles. Guys, that is fantastic to see. Remember, XPeng was just under 40% and NIO was about 5%, right? So they're doing very well. They're doing fantastic. And do remember that Li Auto can produce about 8,000 vehicles per month. So they're operating under capacity. So they've got much more room to grow, expand, and keep that momentum. They've also had a price target increase to $60 from Goldman Sachs. That's always good to know, right? So we have some big institutions backing Li Auto, and $60 is, you know, it's about 80% above where it's trading at right now. That's $34. So guys, there's some big money to be made on Li Auto. Guys, I've actually done their price to revenue, price to sales analysis on Li Auto, and relatively speaking, I wouldn't say they're cheap, but they're priced well, right? So their price to sales is 22 times, yeah? So you're just taking the market cap and dividing it by the 2020 revenue. Remember, Q4 is an estimate. So 22 times. And if let's put that into context by comparing that to NIO. So NIO's price to sales is 27 times, yeah? So they're a cheaper stock to buy. And what I really like about Li Auto, if you remember in my last 3 stocks to buy video I said we should always be analyzing a company on its GMP. That's its growth, that's its margins, and that's its plans. So on Li Auto's margins, they've had margins of just about 20% in their Q3. Guys, this means that they're on their road to profitability, and then they're going to use that cash for their plans. And I'm sure their plans consist of bringing out new models. And when they bring out new models, they're going to have much more growth, and it's just a cycle. And they're operating well under their 52-week high, which was about $45, something like that, a couple of days ago. So guys, Li Auto, go and load up on some Li Auto stock. It will pay off, right? Guys, my second EV stock to buy during the dip this week is Switchback Energy. I really like this play, guys. I really like this play. You know, they are an EV infrastructure player. They're merging with ChargePoint. And this company, they manufacture the charging points for the electric vehicles. And what I like about this play is that they're not competing with the manufacturers. We know that the EV manufacturer space is competitive. You have NIO, Li Auto, XPeng, BYD, Tesla, Ford, everyone, all hundreds of companies. These guys operate in the charging space. And I read a quote actually, and it was pretty good. It's like, you're not betting on the horse, right? So the horse race is the EV market. You're not betting on one horse. Because these guys, they can service a lot of the players for their charging points. And what I like about the EV infrastructure player is it's in its infancy. When I'm walking down the street, when I'm, doing my daily chores outside, I do not see many charging stations, guys. If you fast forward 5 years, I think the whole landscape, the infrastructure is just going to look so different around us. We're going to see a lot more of these charging stations because as we slowly reduce the gas vehicles and introduce more and more electric vehicles, we need the infrastructure to support them. And these guys, they're a front runner. Guys, got my notes here. They have over 100,000 charging stations right now. And this is just going to be set to explode. They're actually forecast to have half of the total market share. That is unbelievable. And by 2025, set to have about 5 million charging stations. So guys, the future is looking fantastic for Switchback Energy. And their forecasted growth numbers is looking absolutely unbelievable. We're looking at 60%, right? At constant annual growth rate between 2021 and 2026. Guys, 60%. That's going to take their revenue from where it is now about 100 and something million to over 2 billion, guys. The future is looking fantastic for Switchback Energy. The EV market, the manufacturers require the EV infrastructure to support it. And Switchback Energy are the front runners. And the price point is looking pretty appealing right now, guys. Well under their 52-week high, about 20% down. So that is another stock I loaded up on, and that's another stock you guys should consider loading up on too. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is channels for entertainment purposes only. This is what I am doing. Guys, last but not least, this is my third EV play to buy during the dip, and that is Tesla. Guys, they've taken a bit of a tumble from their over 600 high that we saw a couple of days ago. And yes, they're not a cheap stock to buy, but nothing in EV is cheap. That's just because of the forecasted growth. The growth is looking insane, right? So if we put it into context for their price to sales, remember I did it for Li Auto and I told you it was 22 and it was 27 for NIO, it's 17 for Tesla. So Tesla are actually cheaper than the Chinese EV manufacturers, right? Tesla have a lot going for it. Now think about this. When Tesla enter that commercial space, when they bring out their semi, that's going to add billions to their market share. There's the potential for the whole insurance arm, right? Tesla selling insurance, that is potentially billions, guys, to add to their market cap. There's the whole autonomous piece that they're working on. They're working on bringing out cheaper batteries that should lower the price points for some of their cars. That's just going to build their market share more and more, guys. There's the whole robo-taxi thing. Now, that could potentially add billions. So guys, Tesla is looking like a fantastic play. Now, I know recently that Elon Musk tweeted, there's actually, I think today, he tweeted that, the employees kind of need to kick up the butt because otherwise Tesla is not going to be profitable. But there's been a lot of tweets, there's been a lot of articles, there's been a lot of short selling targeted at Tesla over the years, and they've come out on top. This is a fantastic company with very high demand. Now, when I look outside, one thing I like to do when I'm investing in companies, if I can see it physically growing around me, I know it's potentially a fantastic company. And with Tesla, you can see that. I don't know where you're based, but where I'm based in London, the Tesla cars are becoming more and more, right? I would say 1 in every maybe 50 cars I see now is a Tesla. And it never used to be that. And the number is going to be increasing until 1 in every 20 cars I see is a Tesla car, right? So Tesla are a beast of a company. They've got so much in their pipeline. If you remember that GMP, Tesla, what's really amazing about it is that P part, their plans. They have a lot of avenues for growth, right? They have a lot of avenues that they haven't even mentioned, right? If they went into bikes, for example, if they went into, the boating industry, there's so much potential for them over the long term. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do or what their plans are, but the whole world is moving EV, right? Any kind of means of transportation is moving EV, and it's something that potentially Tesla could service. So I'm going to say Tesla is my third company that you guys should be buying in the dip, and I bought a little bit more of Tesla. Yes, it does look high. Yes, it is priced high. It's cheaper than the Chinese EV manufacturers though, and they have fantastic growth. Now, when I look at Tesla trade in an interesting way, right? They'll trade sideways for a few months until they get a catalyst and they'll explode. We saw that last catalyst was the S&P 500 entry, and they exploded. And now they're probably going to, once they get into the S&P 500, they're going to trade sideways for a bit before the next catalyst. That could be the semi, that could be their robo-taxis, it could be the insurance, it could be because they, had a hell of a lot more deliveries on the year. And they spike, right? Tesla's not a steady grower, it spikes. So you want to position yourself prepared and ready for that spike. So guys, Tesla is the third stock that I loaded up during the sell-off. So guys, on to the question of the day part of the video, and this comes from Christopher. He wants to know, where do I see it in 5 years? And he's referring to NIO, right? So guys, thank you very much for sending in your questions and comments. I must say you guys absolutely nailed the comments in my last few videos, right? Keep it up, guys. I love reading your thoughts and opinions and everyone kind of chipping in. It's amazing, right? The community here is just growing larger and larger, and it's just fantastic. We've got an amazing community here at Stockflix. So guys, keep asking your questions, keep posting your comments and your opinions down below. I'm reading all of them and replying to all of them, right? We get some amazing insights from all over the world in our comment section. So guys, I'm coming out with my NIO 5-year prediction on Friday. So stay tuned for that. It should be an interesting one, should be an exciting one. And if you're looking to hold NIO for 5 years time, you are set for a very, very, very profitable future. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. Hit a like on this video for me, please. It really, really helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, become part of Stockflix. Here we talk stocks and shares multiple times a day, and we're here to make some fantastic returns. So guys, consume that content as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.